Okay, we had trouble connecting with all of our other members.
Power out, people gone, all kinds of schedule problems.
And so David and I are going to have a regular scheduled meeting, and then the others will probably have a meeting tomorrow, but we're going to be out of town and won't have internet. Okay, so David, let's just switch back and forth.
You do 1 through 5.
I do 1 through 5?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1, a consumer holds money to spend to meet spending needs. This would be an example of transaction demand for money.
That's what I have.
Okay. A decrease in interest rate will cause an increase in the amount of money held as an asset.
So I had decrease in amount of money had as an asset.
Okay.
So if you decrease the interest rates, that means people won't put it in the bank.
I don't know.
So I'm not sure. What does asset mean on the asset sheet?
Well, money as an asset, let me look it up.
Money as an asset. I guess that's what I'm not figuring with. As an asset,
Okay.
it means you own it, I guess.
Oh, decrease in the interest rate. Yes. Okay. So it says the amount of money demanded as an asset therefore varies inversely with the rate of interest. So if the rate of interest goes down, the money held will go up.
Okay.
And then it says when the interest rates rise, being liquid and avoiding capital loss becomes more costly. When interest rates fall, the cost of being liquid and avoiding capital losses also declines. So.
Okay.
And so when it declines, yeah. So that was on page 352 and 350. Okay. 3, there is an asset demand for money primarily because of which function of money, and I put store of value.
That's what I did, but I'm not sure why. You have money
because it says right at the top of that, a second reason for holding money derives from the money's function as a store of value.
Okay.
Okay, an increase in nominal GDP will increase the transactions demand and total demand for money.
Okay, that's what I have.
Okay, and 5, which line on the graph would best illustrate the asset demand for the money curve is line 1.
Yeah, it goes down as interest rate goes up or go whatever. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. 6 says when the interest rate falls, the total amount of money demanded increases.
That's what I got.
Okay. 7 is in the cause effect chain linking changes in the bank's excess reserves and the resulting changes in output and employment in the economy are an increase in money supply will decrease the rate of interest.
That's what I got.
That's because it's more common, yeah. Number 8, the purpose of expansionary monetary policy is to increase real GDP.
That's what I got.
And 9, which is one of the advantages of monetary policies over fiscal policies, the quickness with which it can be used.
I got the same thing.
Newspaper heading reads, Fed cuts federal funds rate for the 5th time this year. The heading indicates that the Federal Reserve is most likely trying to ease monetary policy.
That's what I got. Okay, when the Fed wants to lower the federal funds rate, it buys bonds from the banks and the public.
Okay.
12, if the federal funds rate increases, the prime interest rate will increase.
Yeah, follows each other.
Okay, 13, answer the question based on the information given in the table below that shows the items and figures taken from consolidated balance sheet of 12 Federal Reserve banks. All figures are in billions of dollars. And in the balance sheet above for the Federal Reserve, the assets would be items 5 and 4 and 6.
Yeah.
The main tool of the Fed can use to alter the reserves of commercial banks are the required reserve ratio and the following, except the exchange rate.
Yeah.
And the lending ability of commercial banks increase when the Fed buys securities in the open market.
So I wasn't sure about that one. So when they buy securities, that means,
More bunnies are in the bank.
okay,
That's what I thought it was.
it's fine. The fundamental objective of the monetary policy is to assist the economy in achieving full employment and non-inflationary level of total output.
That's what I got.
If 17, the Federal Reserve alters the amount of the nation's money supply by manipulating the size and excess reserves held by the commercial banks.
That's what I got.
18, if the Fed sells government securities to the general public in open market. So they're selling again.
Mm-hmm.
So the Fed, it's going to be one of the top two. The Fed gives the securities to the public. The public pays securities by writing a check. And when cleared, will, oh, there's Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
You were able to make it.
Yeah, I was having difficulties trying to figure out how to download an app and all that.
On your phone?
Yeah.
So you don't have power, huh?
No, I don't have power.
Oh, that's awful.
Using my little candle here.
So is there a bad storm?
No, I don't know why. It just all of a sudden went out, and I'm not sure why.
Okay, well, we can go through these again. David and I were just having a meeting by ourselves, so.
Oh.
So, looks like you've got a flashlight or something, or is that just the light of a candle?
That's the candle. It's flashing.
Okay. So we've gone through most of them. So we're on 18, but we'll go back through them because there were some that we weren't quite sure on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So David, go ahead and do 18 like you were going to do.
You want to start there and go back later? Okay.
Well, let's just start at the beginning.
Let's just start over.
That works. Okay, Charlie, do you want to just start and we'll just rotate through?
Sure. Okay. Do you want me to read it and everything like normal?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah.
Or I can just say the answer since
Let's go
number
the answer
one.
first for
Yeah,
now.
let's just the answers.
Okay, for one I got number 3, transactions demand for money.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we got.
Okay, number 2, I got increase the amount held as an asset. The fourth one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
We were back and forth between decrease or increase. We kind of went with increase because we looked it up in the book. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's increased.
Okay.
Okay, 3. There is store of value. We picked the number 3.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie.
Okay, I picked the first one for number 4. Increase the transactions demand and the total demand for money.
That's
Yeah.
what we got.
Okay.
On number 5, we did line 1.
That's what I got.
Number 6, we said that total amount of money demanded increases. Number 3.
Yeah, that's the one I chose.
Okay, Charlie.
An increase in the money supply will decrease the rate of interest, the second one.
That's
Yeah.
what I got.
Okay.
Okay, 8, we got number 3, real GDP.
Yep, that's what I chose.
9, we picked the quickness with which it can be used.
That's what I chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on the same sync here.
Woohoo!
Yay, Charlie, 10 for you.
Okay, chose the first one, reduce inflation in the economy.
Okay, David and I both chose the ease monetary policy.
Okay, that one I wasn't really sure on, so I I think
Did we
yeah.
look it up or we guessed? I don't know.
No, I found that one today when I was studying. It says that when the Fed cuts federal funding, it is actually the it's giving them easy money. They call it easy money policy. So that's
Yeah.
why I did the easy monetary policy.
That makes sense from what I remember from reading. 'Cause
Okay,
yeah.
what?
Oh no,
Who's
go
next?
ahead. Sorry.
Okay, who are we on?
I don't know. I can go.
Okay,
I chose the first one for 11. Increases the discount rate.
And the Fed wants to lower the federal funds rate.
no, because the discount rate, federal funds rate and prime rate and discount rate all go kind of tandem.
Right.
And so if they lower the Fed funds rate, it's going to decrease the discount rate too.
Okay.
Decrease.
So I did,
Oh, so they don't follow. I see. Yeah. So it's
it would have to be one of the bonds.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we
I
picked to
put
buy
buy
bonds from the
bonds.
banks.
So the buying.
Because that puts more money. I
So-
don't know.
So if they
I need to look that one
lower
up.
the federal funds rate, that's the one that
Banks borrow from banks.
borrow from the money. So they lower the rate, then they buy bonds. No, I don't know.
I thought when they bought bonds, it lowers the money supply. So would that lower federal funds rate?
They're trying to get them to buy when they lower the rate.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying
So,
to find it right now.
so what are they buying when they lower the rate? Are they bonds? So that means they sell bonds to banks and public.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, selling might make more sense.
Yeah, because like I said, if they lower the rate, that means they're trying to entice them to buy. And what are they supposed to buy when they buy bonds when they go to the federal funds? It is kind of like their promissory notes, aren't they?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm making it up as I go.
Okay, under the part that it says targeting the federal funds rate, and it's expansionary monetary policy, it says this policy will lower the interest rate to bolster borrowing and spending and will increase the aggregate demand. Let's see, the Fed's immediate step will be to announce a lower target for federal funds. To achieve that lower rate, the Feds will use the open market operations to buy bonds from banks and public.
So buy.
So it is buy, huh?
Because it puts more money into the market.
Through the reserves, right?
Okay, we'll try that one.
Because remember, bonds and interest rates are inverse.
Yeah. That's right. There.
Okay, the federal funds rate, number 12, increases the prime interest rate will increase.
That's what I chose.
Okay. 13, we picked 4 and 6 are the other two on that list.
Yeah, that's what I chose.
Okay,
Okay, I chose the first one, exchange rate for 14.
what we got.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 we've got the last one, Fed buys securities in the open market.
That's what I chose.
Okay. 16, I picked full employment, non-inflationary level of total output.
Yep. Okay, 17. I was kind of uncertain, but the one I went with was the last one, manipulating the size of excess reserves held by commercial banks.
That's what we picked also. We were kind of saying that sounded the best.
Right.
The funny thing is we didn't even study together this week at all. So we did this totally on our own. Okay, 18. If the Fed sells, this is where we left off. We were going back and forth a little bit, but I chose the second one. The Fed gives securities to the public, and the public pays for the securities by writing checks that, when they're cleared, will decrease commercial bank reserves at the Fed.
I thought it was the first one.
See, that's what I picked first. See?
Yeah.
I just saw a picture of Nicole for a second there.
Oh, you did?
Did Nikki show up just for a second?
I don't know. Something flashed on there for me.
Oh, well, my phone flashed on low battery, but I don't know.
Oh, well, who knows?
Okay.
We better hurry if you're on low
we better
battery.
Oh, it's
hurry.
okay. I decided to use my computer's stuff.
So, yeah, I picked the first one myself.
Yeah, because I
But
thought,
when they sell, because doesn't that, when they Fed sells securities, it takes money out of the market.
right, but
The check.
it would increase for the commercial banks' revenues because the people don't get money when they buy the bond. They just kind of get a certificate, right? That says, we owe you this much money whenever you decide to sell this.
So it's like a loan. They created money, right?
Yeah, that's what I think how it works. So I think when people buy them, they're actually giving money to the government saying, here, you have this money. I don't know. That's how I understood it, but I could be totally wrong.
I'm thinking exactly opposite of you, because in order to buy it, they have to take money out of their checkable deposits.
That's true. And that would lower the
That
commercial.
would lower.
Yeah.
So it says when writing checks, they write checks, and then when it's cleared. So when something clears,
It decreases the checkable deposits.
Yeah. So you guys are probably right. It's probably the second one.
I don't know, we'll have to see what happens here.
That
Right.
one's just for me coming from my banking background. So
Well, then you probably know more.
no, it's been 20 years since I worked in a bank.
All right, where are we?
19.
Is that me?
Yes.
Okay. I put down that selling securities in the open market.
I put increasing the interest on reserves.
So the Fed can induce banks to increase their reserves holdings by, they don't increase the discount rate, they reduce the reserve ratio.
Because selling securities would take money out of the market
Right.
because the commercial banks would buy them. So it wouldn't increase their reserves. It would increase their other assets.
Yep.
But if the Fed's paid increasing interest on the reserves, they'd want to have it in the bank more.
Yeah, I'm kind of being pulled over.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. 20. Who wants to do 20?
That's you, Charlie.
Okay. I wasn't able to get to this one, so
Okay.
I'd just be guessing.
Oh, okay. It's actually, I thought it was QE. David, what did you get?
That's the one I picked. I kind of looked in the book and went through the ZERP and QE, and that one sounded about the date lined up. Let's put it that way. So,
Okay.
2009, that's when QE was going on. So that's kind of was a little bit of a guess, but educated guess. So.
Well, you do very well when you do your guesses, so.
Some better than others.
I didn't do so well last week on the quiz, so I don't know.
The quiz was a rough one last week.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, Charlie?
No, I think that's it. Thanks
I
for
hope you get power soon.
Thanks.
I saw a note from the teacher or professor that people aren't getting their full points on the mind maps. Are you guys all getting your full points?
Yeah.
So we must be doing it right then. So
Must be.
Well, I
At least you're
think people aren't making connections between the different terms is what she said on it too.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to make those connections. Nikki emailed back and said she'd go ahead and host next week, and it was my mistake. It was supposed to be Siraj this week. Sorry, Charlie. Yeah, you did
Okay.
it the week
I was
before.
confused
So
'cause-
you were right. You did it the week before. I looked at my notes. So, okay, thanks, and hopefully you'll get power back soon.
Thanks.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.